You want the lighter? You want me to light it?
No, I can light it.
All
I
right.
can light it. Ah, Las Calaveras.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And what do you got? Oh yeah, you got the timeless.
Timeless Supreme.
Yeah. Shout out to Michael Herklotz.
This was personally handed to me by the amazing Michael Herklotz.
After he made fun of us for about 5 minutes straight.
Yeah. He asked me like what my tastes are, what I like, and based on what I told him, he told me to try this one. So this is my first time trying it. Oh,
So while
what the fuck? Oh. Part of the leaf came off.
it could have happened while you were maybe cutting it.
Yeah, that was probably because I cut it. Yeah, hold on. Fuck.
There we go.
There we go. Now we're in business.
Yes.
Sorry, this is like my third ever time doing this.
Yeah.
So Not
Third
bad.
time ever. 2 of them were on camera, so
yeah,
I give you credit for it. This episode, we have a lot of cigar content video, like a lot of cigar-based episodes coming up. As you know, our top 25, we're going to be doing all through the month of December. So last week I was, kind of brainstorming with Tyler, what can we do? Well, what should this episode be this week? A few people have commented on our YouTube channel, oh, you and Nick or you and Tyler should do more movie-based stuff.
I'm always down for that.
But this specifically is Tyler's idea. So I don't know if you want to kind of pitch it to the audience as to what we're doing today. I don't want to steal any of your thunder. I think it was a great idea. It was really tough.
Fuck, I might need to relight this.
All
Jesus.
Right. Can I give you a pointer?
Yeah, please.
Like,
no.
When you're lighting it, I would just go like kind of like circulate.
In circular motion.
Because right now it looks like just this part is lit.
Oh, okay. See, I thought that's how you were supposed to light it.
That's fine. Dude, this is your third time smoking, so.
Yeah. So, all right, let's do this. So you say like.
Yep. And then when you hold it to your mouth to light it too, you could kind of do the same thing. And while you're puffing on it, do not inhale. Yep. Perfect. Yeah. More. If you could probably notice more is there's more ash now. Boss.
Yeah, like a boss.
Like a boss.
Oh yeah, that's really smoking now. Nice. See, so much better than the first time I smoked this on the podcast. Or not this, but
not that cigar, but a cigar. Yeah.
Before, yeah. First time was really bad. I just did not know how to do it or puff. But so my idea for what we're gonna do here, it's basically we're gonna select. I don't know how I came up with this. It just popped into my mind recently, but I thought it would be fun if we picked our favorite film for each year we've been alive. So I was born in 1999. Yeah, you were born a lot earlier than that.
I told this morning. I told him when he went, unk status, which I feel very much. Yeah. So I think right now I would like to go through the year I was born until he was born, and then we'll kind of go back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah. So every year, so like for me, from 1999
till this year,
to even this year, I have a selection for this year.
So did I. All right.
And we'll go through each year and what was our favorite movie of that year.
When he mentioned this last week, off the top of my head, I was like, this is going to be easy. And then I spent some time last week making it. I was like, this is extremely difficult. I put the list on my Letterboxd account, which I've kind of ramped up more this year. I signed up years ago and never really understood it. But you said it's on your Letterboxd too. So if you find our Letterboxd, you can see the list.
Yeah.
We can also add the list maybe in the comments section.
Tyler McGuigan on Letterboxd. Yeah. I have some good reviews on there.
You do.
I see a lot.
You see a lot.
I'm an AMC A-list member, so I see a lot of movies.
Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to pitch to my wife that we should just do it, and it's not it's not just dedicated to the summer because like a lot of movies, a lot of good stuff came out in August and September. I feel like every December there's always those movies pushing for the Oscar.
As long as you go twice a month, you get your money's worth. it pays for itself. So
now
and I
now
go
that my
more than
daughter's
that.
really into movies, we brought her to go see Moana 2. She behaved well. She loved it. So, all right. So I'm gonna go from 1987 to 1999.
All right.
So in 1987, Good Morning Vietnam.
Never seen it.
Robin Williams.
That's the Robin Williams movie.
Yeah. Basically,
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it was. It's such a good movie. It's pinnacle Robin Williams. 1980.
Oh wait, I think I know. That's your actor, right? Robin Williams. Is that the one that's inspired you the most?
Him and another actor.
Oh, okay.
So,
So you were telling me earlier.
Yeah, him and one other actor. I think it's the when we were doing the Q&A episode, like 5 people I'd want to smoke a cigar with. I think Robin Williams and this other guy was on it.
Okay.
1988, best Christmas movie ever, Die Hard.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Agreed.
like-
It's the best Christmas movie.
1989, Batman. Tim
I will
Burton.
say,
Tim Burton's Batman.
Just real quick, Die Hard used to be my favorite movie of all time. Like
Really?
back when I was in middle school.
Oh yeah,
And like I was first discovering like R-rated movies.
Are you a
Die
fan
Hard
of-
was one of the first R-rated movies.
are you a fan
I
of the
saw.
franchise, or over time has it gotten a little?
I'm a fan of the franchise up until a good Die Hard with a Vengeance. Just
Yeah,
the first
the
three
first three
movies,
are yeah.
great.
Yep.
I even like the second one. A lot of people are like,
No, I like the second one a
but
lot.
I love the second one.
The third one's my favorite.
Really?
I
Third
love
one
the
is
first
good.
one, but the third one I just love.
You know the
so
story
much.
behind that movie, right?
Wait, no.
It was originally written as a Lethal Weapon movie, and
that makes so much
it then
sense.
got converted to a Die Hard movie. And once you know that, it makes so much
makes- yeah,
sense because
yeah.
that they're so perfectly. That's Danny Glover and Mel Gibson right there.
Yeah, to a T. Mm-hmm. I guess they just got the Walmart version of it, but it was still really good. You know.
Hey, Sam Jackson.
Oh, he was amazing.
He's
He was
amazing
amazing.
in that movie.
So 1989, yeah, Batman. 1990, shout out to my sister, the year she was born. Goodfellas. 1991, The Silence of the Lambs. That movie kind of changed my life. You can
Yeah,
keep lighting if you have to. You're fine.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
All right. So 1992, we had a little debate downstairs at our desk. Tyler was like, "It's got to be Terminator 2."
Well, at first I was like, it's got to be Reservoir
It's
Dogs.
gotta be Reservoir
Because
Dogs,
you
'cause
said
that is one of my
Reservoir Dogs
favorite movies.
Is your favorite Tarantino
movie. But
then-
my favorite movie of that year, and it's only
Okay.
become my favorite more and more, is My Cousin Vinny.
Oh, so Joe Pesci is
Joe
the other
Pesci,
one.
yeah.
I see.
Joe
That's
Pesci
your other actor.
is just, I remember my uncle showed me that movie, and then when I started dating my wife, that was one of her favorite movies, and we'd all sit around and quote it. It's just such a great movie. But 92 was a little difficult. 1993, I will go to the grave saying this is one of the best, I would say, coming of age movies, or movies about teenagers kind of struggling who they are, is Dazed and Confused.
Okay,
If you've
I still
never-
have to see it. I
Yeah,
know about
think
it.
You would like it.
I like Richard Linklater.
They
I've seen some of
did
his
the
stuff.
equivalent when it was based in 1976. So they did the equivalent of if it was made today, it would take place, I think, in like 2010 or 11.
Oh, really?
So yeah, because it was
That's
made
so
in
crazy.
93. So yeah, 1994.
Okay.
Really difficult year.
I already know what I would pick for this year.
What would you pick?
Pulp Fiction,
Yeah,
easily. It's
yeah.
in my top 4 favorites on Letterboxd. So like easily Pulp Fiction for me.
This
that
one was-
year.
this-
But that was a good year.
It was a great year.
for films.
Ace Ventura.
Really?
Because Jim Carrey's like
Okay.
So, but that year Jim Carrey had Ace Ventura, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber. And recently,
all in the same
all
year?
in the same year. And recently, the actor
Damn, that guy
I
was
forgot
working.
I forgot his name. You mentioned it to me last week. The kid who was in Black Phone 2.
Yes.
Black Phone 2. I forgot his name.
What's his name?
Is it Harrison Thames or
Mason Thames.
Mason Thames? He became the first actor since Jim Carrey to have 3 major movies all in the box office, like top movies this year.
Really?
I think he had How to Train Your
Yes.
Dragon, Black Phone 2, and then the other
And
film.
Regretting You.
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
1995. This movie changed.
Oh, before you move forward, I just want to say, Michael Herklotz, I'm enjoying the cigar. I'm actually starting to pick up some flavor notes here.
There we
I got a
go.
little. I think I got a little bit of sweetness from
There we
this.
go.
I don't know, or creaminess.
The more you work here, the more you're like susceptible to now detect.
This is the
notes.
first time I've actually like detected like a flavor note in a cigar.
What kind of sweetness you think? Like, could you compare it
I
to a
have no
coffee?
idea. Maybe like,
Or like a
a
chocolate?
coffee, which I told him I like. So I think that's why he gave this to me. Dude,
Look
the
at
guy's
him.
a wizard.
Yeah,
Wow.
oh yeah, he's definitely
He
a
was
wizard.
spot on.
He's a
Wait,
cigar wizard. You're a wizard, Herklotz.
he is.
That's why that.
Yo, Ferriotego. They're great.
That's
Go
that's the sponsor right there. Seal of approval. Ferriotego. They're great.
Ferriotego. They have the Tyler McGuigan seal of approval. I've only smoked 3 cigars in my life, but I can tell you, Ferriotego might be the best one
cigar ever.
I've ever smoked.
That's great. 1995. This movie changed my life, even as I got older. Seven.
Oh, dude, I love Seven.
Yeah.
I think that's in. So I made another. That was 1995. You said.
Mm-hmm.
I made another list, which this could be a topic
episode,
for another
yeah.
podcast. But it was just my 50 favorite movies of all time, not in any particular order.
That's so difficult.
It is kind of. It was pretty difficult.
That's difficult.
But I only put them. I put them in like chronological order, so like the
Okay.
order that they came out in. But
Okay.
that doesn't necessarily mean I like, number one
Yeah.
first. But 7, I'm pretty
is
sure
up
is
there.
on there.
Yeah. 1996 is Scream. 1997, Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. I would quote that shit in
Okay.
school all the time.
I never got into any of the Austin Powers movies.
1998. I will go and say this is probably Adam Sandler's best movie, The Wedding Singer.
Okay, I have not seen it,
Oh,
so I need to watch it. I know it's like I've seen a lot of movies, but I haven't seen a lot of movies from like before I was born.
Yeah.
I would say like I've seen a good chunk, but there's so many movies out there, like so many classics.
yes.
That I have
And
yet
modern
to see.
yeah, I mean, now it's a classic because it's almost 30 years old. But and then 1999, Fight Club.
You know what?
So
I picked the same one
All right,
from
all
my
right.
from my year.
all right, so
Yeah.
now we can kind of swap back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the first 12 years of my existence, and now Tyler is a newborn.
12 years of Chris.
12 years of Chris. 12 years of Chris. No one wants to watch that. Let alone 38 years of Chris. No.
Yeah,
So
so-
2000, what do you have?
Well, I just also wanted to say, so yeah, we both have Fight Club for
Yep.
99. I was before, I just made the year 1999. I was born December
That's true.
18th, 1999. So I was only alive for like maybe
12,
like
13
not
days?
even 2 weeks in the
Yeah.
90s.
Before, yeah, that's
But
crazy.
I will say I was just telling him today, the first film I ever went to the theater to, I guess, quote unquote, see, because I didn't really see it, was Phantom Menace, Star Wars Episode 1, Phantom Menace, because I was in my mother's womb. She was
crazy.
pregnant with me when she went to go see that in the theater with my father. So I was
pretty
I
cool.
was there for that. And I have the movie ticket from that night.
You're a massive Star Wars fan, so
Yeah, I am.
It's only right.
And you know what? I only have one Star Wars movie on my list. You could probably
Me too.
figure out
Me
which
too.
one.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, so now moving on. 2000.
Yeah.
You want me to go first?
Sure.
All right. So for 2000, I have Memento. One of my Christopher Nolan. Well, not his directorial debut, but this is
Yeah.
the movie that put him on the map, and it is still, I think, one of his best
Yep.
films. I love the
25
concept.
years later, I feel like it, maybe this isn't a good judge of character, but you are seeing it a lot on whether it's film podcasts or film Instagram pages.
Yeah.
They'll show a snippet of a film and kind of talk about the film. I see Memento like it just came out 2 years ago.
Yeah. It is
Like,
such a
it's-
film bro movie,
It
I feel
is,
like.
but like
But
there's a lot of movies like that.
it's I will never forget like watching that
When you
for the
first saw it,
time.
yeah.
Like it's such a cool idea. Like having it like half the movie is played in like regular chronological, the other half is in reverse order,
Yeah.
and they kind of all just meet in the middle.
That's why
at the
people can't
end.
ever say like, "Oh, Christopher Nolan's movies confuse me." It's like, well, he's been doing
Yeah.
he's been doing
Every
this
movie
style
Yeah.
since Memento.
Every movie he's done, I think, since Memento, with the exception of maybe the Dark Knight trilogy,
Yeah.
has had some sort of, it's played with time.
Yes.
He loves time as a theme.
Yeah.
So a lot of his movies, play with that. Even in like a war movie like Dunkirk, it had multiple like timelines. Like
Yeah.
there was like, yeah. So,
I'm interested to
and
see.
then it goes really crazy with Tenet. Tenet, I still don't understand completely.
It'll be
but-
interesting to see how many. I could guess there's probably at least 4 or 5 Nolan films on your list.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually did the calculations of like how many times a director is repeated on my list. So I'll tell you that at the end.
Nice. So my 2000, my movie from 2000, my favorite, Almost Famous.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
I've not seen it.
Okay. So I don't know what it is about, I guess movies like this. I think because it's based off Cameron Crowe's like real life story where he lied about his age to work for Rolling Stone, and I believe he toured with Zeppelin for a little bit, and they kind of it's a version of that. Philip Seymour Hoffman's in it, Zooey Deschanel,
Oh, really?
Jason Lee, Billy Crudup, Jimmy Fallon makes an appearance actually acting in it.
Yeah, it's funny to think that guy was actually he used
An
to be like a
actor, yeah.
genuine actor.
Yeah, and but it's Kate Hudson is plays Penny Lane in it. It's a really great movie if you're a fan of that kind of music and kind of timepieces. So 2001, what is your favorite?
So 2001 was actually a pretty hard year because I had to think like what came out in 2001. And so with some of these like earlier year, like these picks, they could probably be subject to change. But for right now, when I think about it, I have Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring for 2001.
It's a good
Because
pick.
I love that trilogy.
Yeah.
I think it's
really
it's
good.
a perfect trilogy. It's so well made. They filmed them all back to back. There's one clear vision throughout. Like that's when you want to do a trilogy, that's the blueprint. That's how you do it. The Lord of the
Film it
Rings
all
trilogy.
at once, back to
Yeah.
back, and then
At the very least, know how the story's gonna play
Yeah.
out. Like don't do what they did with the sequel trilogy to Star Wars,
yeah.
where they just kind of made it up as they went along, and then we all saw how that turned out
happened,
in the
yeah.
end. So, but Lord of the Rings, I think, is such a good like series of films. If you haven't seen them, please, you're doing yourself a disservice. Go watch them.
You got to watch them at least once in your life.
And I think Fellowship of the Ring, for me, it's like between that and Return of the King. I don't know which one I like more, but Fellowship of the Ring is such a good it's such a good first movie in a trilogy. Also, that's the one that has Sean Bean in it, and
that's
he's
a
great.
trilogy I have to rewatch.
Yeah, I
I have
rewatched
not
it.
seen it. I've only rewatched it when The Hobbit came, like before The Hobbit came out.
Yeah, and you know what? I actually like the Hobbit movies.
Yeah, no, I like the first.
A lot of people shit on them.
No, I like them. I like them.
I
a
like
lot.
them.
My 2001 pick, once again, kind of made me view this actor in a certain way after this movie was Training Day. Denzel Washington was like a real. You didn't see him play a lot of assholes before this. This was his real kind of like, F you, I'm here, and then afterwards, like John Q came out a few years after, American Gangster. So,
He's one of my favorites.
yes, he's one of my
Denzel.
favorites. So that's my 2001 pick.
My 2000. Oh, so your 2000. That was your 2001.
Yeah.
All right, moving over to 2002. This is like a fun pick. Because again, I'm like, what came out in 2002? I don't know. But in terms of like a movie that was important in my childhood and something I kind of like rediscovered my love for in recent years, especially this year because they made a remake of it, a live action one. It's Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, nice.
I think that is a perfect.
that's 2002.
That was 2002.
Wow.
Yeah. Funny enough, or fun fact, they had to change the third act of the film, the climax, because of 9/11. Originally,
Really?
Yeah. Originally, the third act was someone was hijacking a plane, and they're flying through like a city in Hawaii.
Wow.
And like due to 9/11, they
Yeah.
like kind of reanimated it. So they made it instead of a actual airplane. I don't know if it was a real airplane or if it was still the alien ship, but
Yeah.
in the final version of the movie, it's the alien ship and it's just flying through like mountains and stuff,
Okay.
like the islands and stuff.
That's
So,
crazy.
But they
I
had
didn't know
to-
that. I had no idea.
Yeah, they had to reanimate it due to like that event.
Obviously, yeah, what happened? Yeah, I mean, I
But
feel like I've heard that story about a few films where they had to kind of readjust or take certain things out. Like if a movie was going to be on TV,
that would be such a cool rabbit hole to go down on. Like how many movies were changed
because of 9/11.
9/11?
Yeah, I'm sure you could find a lot, honestly.
But yeah, Lilo
Or
and
even
Stitch.
careers like Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
Seth
my God.
MacFarlane was supposed to be
he
on.
was supposed to be on one of those planes.
but he was too
Can
hungover.
you imagine that?
No, you'd have no Family Guy.
You would have no Family Guy.
You'd have no
Ted.
No Ted.
None of the other like Seth MacFarlane shows.
Yeah, you wouldn't have his. You wouldn't have his. Whether you like him or not, I think he's still funny as hell.
He had major impact on comedy, especially television comedy. Yeah. But I just want to say, Lilo and Stitch, perfect film.
Yep.
If you've never seen it, watch it. Show it to your kids. It's the perfect family movie because there really is something for everybody, and it is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a stupid kids movie. Like, the jokes are honestly even funnier when you watch it as an adult.
That's how I feel about Toy Story with the
Potato
Mr.
Head?
Potato Head because
Yes,
it's Don
I knew.
Rickles.
I know.
Right? And
Potato
he calls the pig an uncultured swine.
Yeah.
Like, a kid's not going to get that until you're older,
Yeah.
So that was for like the grown-ups watching that. 2002 really quickly I have a funny story about this movie. I remember it was during the summer or maybe right before school was ending, and my mom and I were going to go to the movies. I forgot what movie we were even going to go see. But we had to miss that movie because my stepdad forgot his wallet at home. He was about to go fly for like his job. So my mom's like, all right, we'll go meet him halfway, give him his wallet, we'll go to lunch, and we'll go to a movie later on in the day. That movie my mom and I went to go see was Spider-Man. And I absolutely fell in love. Like, the Tobey Maguire, I love the trilogy. I know the third one has its moments. I know I shit on that third one where he's like, basically like John Travolta, like dancing down the street.
Dude, I kind of unironic, or at least ironically a little bit, love Spider-Man 3. Like, I think it's such a fun watch, especially they call him Bully Maguire now on in the memes. All the Bully Maguire scenes are hilarious.
No, that one was a really fun watch.
Whether it's intentional or not, they're funny.
It was a fun watch.
It was on for 2002. It was between Spider-Man
and Lilo.
And Stitch.
Well, you've told me how Lilo and Stitch, like, you were so upset with the live action one because of how much you loved the original.
Live action sucks. Don't watch
see it.
Don't show it to your kids. Show them the original.
Burn that shit if you can. Buy a physical copy if you can and burn it.
Yes, they will thank you later.
Yes.
For showing them the original. It's far superior.
So what do you have for 2003?
This one of my all-time favorite movies from Quentin Tarantino, Kill Bill Volume 1. I love this movie. This was actually the first ever Quentin Tarantino film I ever saw.
Wow.
Yeah. I think I was in seventh or eighth grade, probably seventh. And I just heard about this movie, Kill Bill. I was really into like action movies. This was when I was like, Die Hard was my favorite movie at this time. So I'm like, all right, I want to watch a really good action, like a nice violent action movie. I'm like 13 years old. And I always heard about Kill Bill. And then when I started watching it, I saw directed by Quentin Tarantino. And I was like, I feel like I've heard that name before. I always hear how great he is. But that was the first movie I saw of him. And then that just opened up a whole door for me. Like, after watching Kill Bill, I then watched Volume 2, and then I just proceeded to watch all of Quentin Tarantino's movies.
It opened the floodgates for you to look at his catalog.
And to this day, he is my favorite director. Yeah. Like, he is so good. Did you hear that they're releasing the Kill Bill, A Whole Bloody Affair?
Yeah.
I'll be there day one. I can't wait to see that. It's like 4.5 hours. It's just both volumes combined. And apparently they're adding new footage and a brand new anime segment.
Really?
Because there's an anime segment in volume 1 that's beautifully animated. But apparently there's another one, maybe a new one. So unless they reanimated the older one, I don't know. But I don't know all the details behind it. But apparently they said there's a new anime segment and like new footage.
Well, they did something that's not similar to that, but they did they cut together, I think, all the Godfathers into one film.
Really?
For chronological, like in chronological order, which is like 6 hours long.
That's so
So
cool.
yeah, like I'm really excited for this though.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah.
I'll be there. Hopefully there's an intermission
There has
or
to be.
something.
There has to be.
But I will be there for
He's got
all
to he's got to
4.5
give us a
hours.
break, during
Yeah.
2003. That was a great pick. I think I entered high school at that year.
I was 3 years old, so I did not watch it when it came out.
Yeah. Old School
With Will Ferrell?
Yeah, Luke Wilson, Todd Phillips directed it.
Oh, I didn't know he directed that.
Yeah,
I have
my
not
wife did
seen
not.
it.
You haven't seen? Yeah,
I've seen parts of it.
My
I've
wife
seen-
has never watched it, so over paternity, like when we were on leave, I showed it to her, and she was dying laughing.
They don't make comedies like they used to.
No. I mean, and so from 2003 until about, over from 2003 to 2009 or 10, I feel like was really good comedies, and then what's deemed a comedy past that, it's different style.
I think the last great comedy movies we've gotten were the Jump Street movies. That's the last one I could think of that I'm like, wow, that was hilarious. Like that was really good.
Are you a fan of Seth Rogen's stuff? Like his movies, like This Is the End?
I like This Is the End. Yeah,
but I do agree. Like Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum were great in that.
My favorite comedy movie of all time, Superbad. It's Superbad, which unfortunately did not make the list because there's another, I believe that was 2007. There's another great movie that came out in 2007 that is, I think you can't not pick it for that year.
Okay, we'll see. We'll definitely see.
We'll save that. But
I really
Superbad, like they don't make comedies like
this
that
might
anymore.
sound super cheesy, but I really can't wait to show my kids, probably more so my son, with those type of movies. Just like when I remember my stepdad showing me Die Hard for the first time, and he was just so excited. Like I just can't wait.
Yeah, they're fun movies.
2004. What do you have?
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah.
That's a perfect film. Yeah. That I gave that 5 stars on Letterboxd.
I was torn between that and my choice, which are two very different films. But that
Because you like Jim Carrey.
I love him. And
this is, I think, his best role.
What I think, wow. I mean, yeah, because it's the first time we really see him serious. Kate Winslet is kind of coming off the heels. I know Titanic was a few years before that, but I don't know what she did between Titanic and this. I don't know, like off the top of my head, I don't know.
Yeah.
But she was just so like, she transformed into like Clementine, and just I didn't see her, you know what I'm saying? And even like with Jim Carrey, I didn't really see Jim Carrey.
Yeah, and
I
think,
just love the premise. Mark Ruffalo's great in it. Who else is in there?
Elijah Wood.
Kirsten Dunst. Right? Yeah. It's just so it's such a well put together movie. Have you ever heard the quote Jim Carrey said how messed up Hollywood is, where the director of that movie was meeting with him? And he was like, "You'd be perfect for this movie because you're just so broken right now." Because I think Jim Carrey either was going through a really bad divorce, or like his house burned down in Los Angeles. Like some shit was going down,
so
and
crazy.
And the director's like, "Oh, you're perfect for this. You're totally broken right now." And Jim Carrey's like, "That's how I know how effed up Hollywood really is."
Well, I actually recently I was curious because I looked to see what else that director has done. And it's really not much.
Who is it? Is
like
it
Michael
Nichols?
Gondry.
Oh, Gondry, yes.
Or
yeah.
Mike Michael. I don't know. It's Michel.
Okay.
So it's a weird. It might be Michael, but I've never seen.
I
Michael
think it is.
that
Yeah.
way. But like he directed like the Green Hornet movie with Seth Rogen. I'm like, how do you go
That's
from
so
like
random.
one of the best movies of all time?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is because really, I think the excellence of that movie. I mean, it just goes to show. I think a lot of that movie's success, or the reason why that movie is so good, is because of Charlie Kaufman.
Yes.
Who wrote the screenplay? I think like because he's it's kind of like how Tim Burton gets credit for Nightmare Before Christmas, even though he didn't direct it. That's kind of how I feel like it's the same way with this movie and Charlie Kaufman. It's like you could
That's
really
him.
tell it's from his
That's
mind.
the essence of him,
Even though he
yeah.
didn't direct it, you could see all of his like his storytelling through
Yeah.
it. But I mean, props to the director too. I mean, he did a great job. But I'm
It's a
like,
phenomenal
But I'm like,
movie.
looking at his filmography, I'm like, it's insane how
you
none of
make
his
that
other films are even really come
remote-
close
no.
to the greatness of Eternal Sunshine. So I did not know that about the
Yeah,
Jim Carrey
yeah,
story.
I saw that
that's
quote.
really messed up.
It is. My choice for 2004 is another mindless comedy. I guess is Dodgeball.
That one I have seen. That's a good comedy.
Yeah, I mean, Ben Stiller shows up a few times here. Vince Vaughn as well. Just that group of actors, writer directors. I mean, it's just so good. Like you have Justin Long in it, Rip Torn, Vince Vaughn. It's just I don't know. It's a perfect comedy. I think it's under an hour, or it's like at the hour and a half mark. The jokes are just like landing completely, and it's still kind of you still see it quoted. You know, like I don't know. It's just one of my favorite.
If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball.
Yeah, dodge, dip, dive, duck, and dodge. Like Hank Azaria showing up for 5 minutes. Like, yeah, it's one of my favorites. So, 2005.
2005. So for this one, this is like, I understand it's not the best movie ever made, but for me, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Yes.
I really go back and forth between this and Empire Strikes Back for my favorite Star Wars
Me
movie.
too.
It's
Honestly.
so entertaining.
And I don't know how much, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like when Revenge of the Sith came out, people were not about it. People just didn't like it. But I don't know how you could sit through it now, watch it, and be like, the
storytelling is just
it's
such a cool, like, this is what it's everything that you were waiting for in the prequels. Like, this is the moment.
Yeah.
Like the turn from Anakin to Darth Vader, like all the great stuff happens in that movie. It has some of the best like fight scenes, like lightsaber duels in the series happen in this movie. And the Order 66 scene.
Yeah, I think what I love about, like, I'm kind of like with you on that in terms of Empire Strikes Back and Revenge of the Sith. I think I've kind of come to terms that I love Darth Vader. Like, I know a lot of people are like, obviously
he's my favorite
he's an asshole.
He's the best character.
So I think
in the
those
series.
two movies, especially
those are his best
Revenge of the
movies.
Sith,
Yeah.
you get to really see how he became who he became. The scene at the end where they're fighting, and
that's my favorite
He's
duel.
laying there. I hate you. I'm like, that's crazy.
You were the chosen one.
Yeah, like it just one line after
And you know
another.
what else? The Empire and those are the two movies where the bad guys win at the end.
Yeah,
It's like the low point in the series.
yeah.
So I think it's like how George says, it's like poetry. It rhymes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I think those tend to be the best movies. It's like I kind of like. I love a good ending or a happy ending every now and then, but I also really kind of dig when like the good guys don't win at the end, when the villain wins. Like that's why I love Infinity War,
Because it's
the ending of that movie. Like
if you break it down to like real life shit, it happens.
it's more realistic.
Bad
when the bad
people win, or things happen to good people, and you can't explain. The whole myth of good guys always win. Or the nice guys finish last. In certain cases, that's true.
Yeah, and it's also just like it goes like it's always predictable when with most action movies, the hero's gonna win at the end. So to have that spin around and have the villains win, like it's always refreshing to see.
Yeah, exactly. My pick for that year, probably the movie I quote the most around the people who I know who've seen it and love it. This movie I saw in theaters, and I remember struggling to breathe from laughing so hard, is Wedding Crashers.
Okay. Another one I have not seen.
Yeah, so like you have really quickly 2003 Old School, 2004 Dodgeball, 2005 Wedding Crashers. Vince Vaughn was kind of just on a tear in that 3-year span. But Wedding Crashers
love Vince
is
Vaughn.
great. Yeah, so do I.
My second
He could
favorite
be
Christmas movie is one of his.
Fred Claus.
Fred Claus.
Yeah.
That's like kind
That's
of like
my
a
mom's.
guilty pleasure.
That's one of my mom's favorite. Use your words. Use your words. With
Yeah.
when Ludacris is the
Yeah.
he's always telling him to use his words.
And people like hate on that movie, but I think
don't know.
it's
It's
such
fun.
a fun
It's
Christmas
fun.
movie.
Paul Giamatti as Santa
Paul
Claus.
Giamatti
Like, come
might
on.
be the best Santa Claus
Yes,
ever. I
yeah.
think he's amazing.
So I don't want to. And now in my, you could see the shift of how films.
Yeah, you seem to have a lot of comedies.
No,
That
but there's a
seems to be your
shift now. In the next 10 years, there's a good mixture. But you see the shift of like early 90s, 80s, 90s was action and comedy. You see kind of a shift in how movies, like mainstream movies were, coming out. So 2006, what did you have for this one?
I have another Christopher Nolan film, The Prestige.
Fuck, man.
Fantastic film.
Yeah.
Such a good twist.
I saw that in the theaters. And
Great ending. Didn't see it coming when I first see it. And then
that was my
when you
introduction to Christian Bale.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
That was
That's
my,
so
because
cool.
I saw Batman Begins after that. Because I know Batman Begins came out, I think, in 2005.
I saw Batman Begins and Dark Knight before I really got into like the rest of Nolan
stuff, yeah.
filmography.
But The Prestige is
Yeah.
David Bowie's in it, right?
Right? Yes. Yeah.
Who's the
as
actress?
Tesla.
Who's the actress in there? Is it
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah,
Hugh
before
Jackman?
she became a thing.
Yeah.
That's a great pick.
Yeah, and it's so funny because like when you rewatch it, you're like, oh, like how could I not see this?
Yeah.
Like they really it's such a perfect film because the whole film is about magicians and magic trick, and the whole film itself is a magic trick.
Yeah,
that's
Nolan for you at his best.
Like the whole thing is like is the misdirection, and like that movie like really solidified how much of a genius this guy is.
I think some of his best work is in the middle or in between the trilogy of The Dark Knight from 2005 to 2012.
You'll see another one.
I know.
Yeah.
I have a few on here too. Like you have that.
Yeah,
But for
phenomenal director.
2006. That was a great pick
Thank you.
for me. The Departed.
Yeah.
I mean, Scorsese's one of my favorites too, but
Have
you seen it?
I have seen
All
it.
right.
I saw it when I was young.
All right.
So like
I don't want
I have not seen
spoil
it.
much for you.
No,
but
I know all of the spoilers.
Okay,
I know, exactly what
when
happened.
shit goes down, they're just dropping like flies.
Yep.
Until literally the last
Yeah.
frame of the movie.
Like the symbolism of the X's in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie's so clever.
That was
I
so
need to
good, yeah.
rewatch it. My friend, I have a group chat where a bunch of friends from college, we're all like film students. They've been talking a lot about The Departed recently because some of them have seen it for the first time.
And what are they saying?
They all love it.
Yeah.
I think some of them, because I gave them this idea of picking your favorite movie for every year you've been alive. A lot of them, I think, picked Departed for 2006. I need to rewatch it.
You could go down, like, I don't know if that's Scorsese's best film. That's a tough thing. I think it's up there. Like, I don't know.
It's up there.
I don't know how people feel about Gangs of New York.
I love Goodfellas.
Goodfellas is, yeah. I mean, that's, to me, I think that
might be
culturally, universally, that's his most loved film.
It's the most Martin Scorsese
film.
Film. Like,
but The Departed, the amount of the cast is unreal in that movie too.
Jack Nicholson is great.
But you got Alec Baldwin, Mark Wahlberg, Martin Sheen, like I don't know.
Matt Damon.
Yeah, Anthony Anderson, Leo
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, it's just crazy. I always mess her last name.
Mia Farmiga?
Yeah.
She's in that?
Yep.
Okay.
She's
Is that the therapist?
She's Leo's therapist,
Yeah,
but Matt Damon's like girlfriend and fiance.
Right.
Yeah. So all right, 2007.
Real quick, have you ever seen the film that's based on? I believe it's a Chinese film.
I have not, no.
Okay, so The Departed is actually based on a foreign film.
What's it called?
I don't remember.
I didn't know
I'll have
that.
to look it up. Yeah, it's so. I'm curious to see how it compares.
Yeah, I messed up my list here
Oh, how so?
because I was going to say one of my favorite movies is a remake. The Birdcage is a remake from a French film. So you're seeing a lot of these like American movies. Obviously, the remakes or different versions are remakes from foreign films, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Birdcage came out in '96. I said Scream, but Birdcage probably would have.
Oh, okay.
I was just overwhelmed making this shit, honestly.
Yeah, no, that's happened to me where I'm like, I'm making this list and then I forget about certain movies because I'm like, what year did that come out in? I was like, oh, that what?
Got fucking 7 tabs open trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
So 2000, we're at 2007, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to hear.
So, you know, like as
I feel like I'm trying to guess what your list is, and I've been wrong every fucking pick.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So
because I feel like we might have similar tastes, and then you come out of left field.
Pretty much all of the movies I have on this list, with the exception of like, you know, like Lilo and Stitch or something.
Yeah.
They tend to all be the same kind of like they all kind of have the same general vibe where it's like, you know, maybe some action, but with like
twist,
good drama, like love Christopher, like basically like a really like Christopher Nolan. Like,
yeah.
I actually have a lot of his films on this list. But 2000s, I guess you could say my list is kind of like the film bro list, like, but this is like kind of where my tastes lie when I want to watch a good movie. So for 2007, I already mentioned my favorite comedy of all time, Superbad, came out in 2007. It's one of my favorite movies, but there's another movie that came out in 2007 that I think just blows out of the water, and that's No Country for Old Men.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Still, I think the best Coen Brothers film. Javier Bardem is amazing,
terrifying
in that role.
Josh Brolin, Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Like it's such a there's no
film.
Score in that film.
Yeah, no score.
It's really just sound design and
Woody Harrelson is in it.
Yeah.
It's such a good film.
That's a great pick.
It's a perfect movie.
That's a great pick. That probably would have been on my list if this movie didn't exist in the same year, obviously.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this was like the first time the Coen brothers did something like that, where it was like really serious, more dramatic. Because typically their stuff before that was more comedic based, right?
Yeah,
like Fargo.
Fargo was,
which is another.
Because I thought
great
Fargo
film.
was. I thought Fargo was. Going into it when I first saw it, I thought it was going to be super serious, and it wasn't.
No, it's not.
Big Lebowski, obviously.
Yeah, Big Lebowski.
Raising Arizona is really quirky.
Yeah.
So that was the first movie that was extremely like
oh, this is their Oscar movie right here.
Yeah.
Like
this movie I absolutely love. It's a long movie. It's probably from one of my favorite directors, especially at that time when I was really getting into movies. And wanting to go to school for films. It's American Gangster.
Okay.
Denzel Washington, Russell Crowe, Ridley Scott directed it.
Oh, really?
Who else is in it? Idris Elba before he was really like big.
Is that the movie?
Chiwetel Ejiofor. I'm probably butchering his name.
Yeah, Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Ejiofor, yeah.
I think that's it. I don't know. I could be
he was in it. It was basically covering Frank Lucas in Harlem in the 60s and 70s, where he basically is trafficking heroin from Vietnam to the United States, and he became like a drug kingpin.
Is that I think I've seen a scene
and Russell,
from this.
What scene?
Is this the movie where Idris Elba goes like, "You really gonna shoot me in front of all these people?"
Yep. And, and he ends up.
And he's like, "Yes."
he emptied out the sugar in the diner. Like, what the hell's he doing? He's like, "There's your 10%." I'm like, damn. But it's such a good movie.
I gotta watch that movie.
Josh Brolin again.
Oh,
so
really?
the same year, Josh Brolin did No Country for Old Men and this.
Wow.
He was great. It was so good. It's a long movie, but it's your typical like really well put together Ridley Scott film. The pacing is really well for like I think almost 2-3 hours. So
yeah. I have no problem with long movies.
Yeah.
I actually have a couple long movies on here.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm sure. 2008. I mean,
you definitely could probably guess which one is going to be on my list.
It's because it's probably on mine.
Yeah.
And this was very tough. The Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was torn between The Dark Knight and Tropic Thunder because Tropic Thunder is my favorite comedy of all time.
I've never seen Tropic Thunder in its entirety.
With your kind of humor you'll love it.
I know I will. I've seen I think I've seen like half the film, but I've never seen the full thing. I love Tom Cruise in that movie.
Oh yeah,
That's such a good. I want them to make a movie
with just him,
just his character.
Oh, I'd love that.
That would be
too.
a great movie.
But there's just something about The Dark Knight where I've definitely watched it over. If I had to ballpark it 50 times since it came out, maybe more. I'm always trying to, educate people who've never seen it. Like my niece, she was like, "Oh, is the Joker is that the Hawkeye from 10 Things I Hate About You?" I'm like, "Yes." Yeah. Heath Ledger did that. Like
people get so surprised. Like for people who don't really know or they're not familiar with The Dark Knight, they're so surprised when they find out Heath Ledger is the Joker. Yeah. Still.
And it's
such a good performance. It's like a perfect performance.
It's a movie where I feel like it is perfect.
Yeah. That's
and
a
then
perfect
people
movie.
start dissecting it to what like, oh well, this isn't realistic and that's not realistic. And I was like, it's a perfect film.
Look, Quentin Tarantino explains it perfectly because he was on a talk show where he was talking about perfect movies. Excuse me. 1 second. I had to puff this. I had to relight it. But he said, perfect doesn't mean flawless. You could always find flaws in any movie.
Yeah.
But like perfect is just kind of like, I feel like to me, perfect means if I could change something about it, I wouldn't.
Yes.
Like there's nothing about it I would change.
Not at all.
It doesn't mean that there's not flaws. You can find, again, it's all subjective.
The opening was
perfect. Oh my God. Such a good, one of the best villain introductions of all time. Really,
I get chills
really
every
good.
time still when he takes off his mask. He's like, "What doesn't kill you makes you stranger."
Yeah.
And then you're like, and I remember seeing it in theater. But the one scene in that movie that gives me chills every time. And it's the Joker's in the scene, but not like in the scene, is when they're watching the newscast of the Joker recording the fake Batman. And he's like, "Look
freaky.
at me." Apparently Heath Ledger directed that scene.
Really?
That's what I heard in the trivia. I've seen on IMDb and stuff.
But
when he's like, when he says, and I've seen that clip on YouTube and people always comment like, that was not Heath Ledger there. That was like a demon that took over. That kind of peeled the curtain back of who the Joker really is. And it kind of confused you because he said, "Look at me." And then he's like, "You want order in Gotham. You have to take your little mask and show us who you really are." Aha! And he just did his laugh. And you're like, how could he go from that to like? It was just it was just such a great. Like,
it's just like not the same guy.
No,
like watching 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh no.
And then watching this movie, it's like that's not the same guy.
That's what I do love about acting, where I haven't got a chance to get to that level yet, where you can look at an actor and you're just like, that's not them anymore.
Yeah.
Like they transformed into something completely different. And what was that process? I felt that way after watching Frankenstein recently. I feel like when I do watch Brando films for the time, it's kind of interesting to see, especially with Godfather. But no, 2008. That's the only right choice.
Watching Ledger's performance in Dark Knight just really it makes his death hit so much harder. Like this guy was like his career probably would have skyrocketed after that.
What could have
film.
been? Right?
Yeah,
like what could have been? Would he have gone back to?
I would have loved to see how they would have included him in Dark Knight Rises, because they would have had to. Like, it's so weird that he's not. You feel his absence in that movie because you're like, you went from like how could he not, be present in any of this? So I think. I want to say I think Nolan might have revealed a little bit about what he would have done with Joker, but I haven't. I think there was a video about it on YouTube. I
I
didn't even watch it.
Imagine if Heath Ledger was still alive. How many times would he have collaborated with Nolan?
Nolan, yeah, because he does.
Would he have been in Interstellar?
Yeah.
Would he have been in Would he have been in Oppenheimer? Right? Like that's what I'm like. Dude. Would he have been in these films? Or where would his career have gone? Would he have shifted to TV? Because a lot of big stars are on TV. Right? Like you don't know. Yeah. So it is tough. For 2009, What do you have?
Inglourious Bastards.
Me too. All right, that's
All right, there we go. 2 for 2.
2 for 2 right now.
We were talking about this earlier. I don't think it's his best film, Tarantino's best film, but it is damn good. And then this is another movie I have to rewatch because I haven't watched it in its entirety since the first time I watched it, which was back in middle school when I first discovered Tarantino.
Do you think Tarantino has peaked at all, or do you think he's still kind of ascending?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
I don't necessarily think he's peaked yet, but I think
some people will say yes.
Coming off the heels of, what was it, Kill Bill Volume 2, was there anything after that before
Death Proof.
Death Proof.
Yeah, which everyone says is like his worst film. Even he says it's my worst film.
I like Death Proof a lot. I
still like it.
Yeah.
I think it's
Planet
not a bad
Terror,
movie.
I really enjoy Planet Terror.
Yeah.
But Death Proof, all right, so you're coming off the heels of Death Proof, and then you have Inglourious Bastards, you have Django Unchained.
Django Unchained
You have
amazing.
The Hateful Eight, which is not my favorite Tarantino film.
No.
Still good.
I think it's still great.
And then you have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Hollywood, yeah.
That's a string of movies that obviously replicate his earlier stuff too, where if you want to go Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, I know he did a segment in the movie The Four Rooms.
Yeah, that's the only thing he's directed that I haven't seen is The Four Rooms and the one short film he made that got lost in a fire.
Yeah, I've never
which
seen
I don't
that,
think anyone has seen. It's something about birthday. I forget the title, but like
where you have Jackie Brown. I feel like I'm missing something. But
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, Jackie Brown.
He directed a scene in Sin City.
Yes, yeah. So you have. I'm not saying Inglourious Bastards is his peak, but you see a shift in. Obviously, how great Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs was. I love Jackie Brown, but like him kind of rewriting history. To have Brad Pitt in something like this for me was a little different, because I think the same year Inglourious Bastards came out, I think, don't quote me, but I think Moneyball came out, or Moneyball came out like the year after, where he was a baseball manager. Like it was completely different.
For some reason, I'm thinking 2011 for Moneyball. I don't know why. Either 2011 or 2012. It might be
2011.
Yeah.
So you have Brad Pitt play, a Nazi hunter. You have this introduction of Christoph Waltz, who,
again, great villain. That might be the best villain introduction of all time.
Between that and The Dark Knight, yes.
Yeah. And
so I think that's why, for me, it's one of the best films. Now, Pulp Fiction, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good.
For Pulp Fiction, the storytelling, the editing, that is his best film. Right? Like, hands down. I think I agree. That's his best film.
I love Pulp Fiction.
Inglourious Bastards, to me, was his most ballsiest film. In terms of what he did. But then he turned around and did Django, and I was like...
Which might even be ballsier.
It is.
Yeah.
Especially when you hear Jamie Foxx say, when him and Samuel L. Jackson told Leo, like, yo, you we're in a period of time where you hate people like us.
Yeah. And
Samuel L. Jackson said, motherfucker, it's just another Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then the next day, Leonardo DiCaprio came on set. Jamie Foxx was like, what's up, man? And Leonardo DiCaprio ignored him. That's when Jamie Foxx was like, oh, this guy's different.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. So I've heard Jamie Foxx say that multiple times on different platforms. So like Leo really took that into consideration.
Real quick, I won't tell the story on here, but have you heard the story that Jamie Foxx told on, I believe it was on Howard Stern, where he's talking about his like first day on set with Tarantino?
No.
Basically, long story short, he played the character very differently at first, kind of like cool, like kind of like a badass. And Tarantino, like, he pulled him aside. They went into his trailer, and Tarantino pretty much was like, you're a fucking slave. Like, he's not cool. He's not cool yet.
Yes, yeah.
Like, when you get towards the end of the movie, he starts killing the slave owners. Then he's cool. But right now, like, you're like, he kind of like put him in his place, which is like crazy.
Yeah.
But like, Jamie Foxx was like, actually, that really helped me because like I got it. Because he was able to show that character arc.
Yeah.
Because interestingly, I don't know if you know, but originally this role was I think
For Will
either
Smith.
for Will Smith.
And Will Smith was like, I
Will Smith
don't
turned
want
it
to do
down.
it. Thank God.
Yeah, that would have been a really cool like imagine watching like Wild Wild West and Django Unchained with Will Smith back to back. Can
That
you
would be
imagine? That's
insane.
like I just want to say one more thing.
Yeah.
It's interesting that Dark Knight, we're talking about Dark Knight and Glorious Bastards back to back because those are two movies I think that are elevated by a single performance.
Yes. Yeah.
Where with Heath Ledger in Dark Knight and Christoph Waltz in Inglourious Bastards, if either of those two actors were not in these movies, they would be like substantially
Different.
and
probably
honestly not as good
Yep.
in my opinion. Like those two performances really like almost carry their films, but you can't really say they carry them because Tarantino and Nolan, they're so gifted in their craft that like even in scenes without them, it's still a great viewing experience. So I just wanted to say that.
No, that's a great point. 2010.
10.
I got The Social Network.
Yeah, it was either between Social Network and this movie that I picked, and that's Inception. So yeah, another Nolan film.
Yeah, no, but like, yeah, I think when Social Network came out, I was starting college. Like I started college a little bit late, so I was in college, and I fell in love with like the editing, and and how they told the story, right? How they were kind of intercutting that, and but I mean, you
Fincher's so
cannot go wrong with Inception. Like, there's obviously like funny like
such a good concept.
There's a lot of funny memes with that though too.
Oh my god, yeah, it was a cultural phenomenon after it came out.
You jump, I jump. Remember, bitch, you ain't no Rose. Like that's one of my favorite memes, and how he's always like my sister and I always died laughing when he's like, "God damn it, Maul!" Like Leo just always screaming. But it was heartbreaking. It was crazy. And Tom Hardy, like that was kind of like seeing him in that film Bronson, and then seeing him in this. I was like, this guy is just so fucking cool. Joseph Gordon-Levitt too. It was a great movie. But Social Network, that was my introduction. I think that was Andrew Garfield's major role in the United States.
Could be, yeah.
And then Jesse Eisenberg. I know he gets a lot of mixed reviews, if you can say that, in general for his career.
Social
but I
Network
think he was great.
I think that's his best performance. Right. That role is perfect for him, which makes it all the more. Like it's all the more painful to me that he's like apparently they're doing a sequel.
They are.
To
Jeremy Strong is going to play Mark.
But then they said Jesse Eisenberg. It pains me that he's not coming back.
He needs to
because I guess he just didn't want to do it for whatever reason. But man, it's gonna really suck not having him play Zuckerberg.
I agree.
And like, yeah, I like Jeremy Strong as an actor, but I don't know if I see him as Zuckerberg right now. I only see
Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And Jesse Eisenberg is old enough to where he can look like him and still act like him.
I really don't think it's worth making if he's not going to come back. That's
I agree.
That's similar to how
like Jeremy Allen White's attached, and I forgot what actress is attached to it.
Yeah,
but like it's Jesse Eisenberg.
Going back to Inglourious Bastards, Quentin Tarantino said like if he could not find the perfect casting for what's his name, the Jew hunter, I forget his name, Hans something, I think. Anyway, for Christoph Waltz's character, if he could not cast this character, he would not have made the movie. But when he found Christoph Waltz, he was like, okay,
now we have the movie.
We have the perfect actor for this role. You can't see anyone else in this role besides him. Now we can make this movie. That's how I feel about Social Network too. Like if you cannot get Jesse Eisenberg to come back, I really don't think you should even bother making it because he's just so perfect for that role.
I don't. People love Jeremy Strong. I think he's good. I think he's a little too intense for me.
Yeah. Also looks nothing like Eisenberg. No. So I'm like, if this is going to be like an actual sequel.
How are
it's kind of like it's like the elephant in the room. Like, all right, well, this guy looks nothing like how he did in the first movie. So, yeah.
All right, on to 2011.
I have probably the most film bro movie of all time. Maybe
I gotta hear it.
It's Drive with Ryan Gosling. I love that movie. I think
it's a great movie.
I remember watching it and being kind of like, I think everybody who saw this movie and was a little disappointed, or at least when it came out, because of how mismarketed it was. I think people thought it was going to have a lot more action in it. You know, the trailers really made it seem like it was this heist action movie about this guy who, you know, drives, you know, bank robbers and stuff. But it's really, in reality, it's a lot slower paced than that. It's a slow burn movie.
But when the action happens in this movie,
it hits.
It hits, yeah.
And it's violent too.
Yeah.
Like it does not hold back. And I think when this was like during a time, I was probably maybe in high school when I first watched it. Maybe it was like around 2014. This is when I was really going through my phase of like, all right, I'm just watching as many good movies as I want because I just discovered my love of film. And so this was one of them. And my love of it has only grown in the years past. Like it's like since watching it, I've grown to appreciate it. I've gotten over the expectation that maybe it was going to have a little more action, but I think what we ended up getting was still really special and has one of the best soundtracks of any movie ever. I still listen to those.
I listen to that
songs.
soundtrack all the time.
Yeah. Night Call.
Oh yeah.
Great song for the opening credits. Like, oh, so good.
My pick for that year is Super 8.
Oh, that's a great movie. I saw that in the theater.
Yeah.
I just think
with my dad.
I mean, call me, I guess, your typical millennial or whatever, but like the nostalgic feel of getting together with your friends, filming, and then it turning its head, and it's like
it's such a
creature.
Spielberg movie.
Yeah.
Like even though it has
Spielberg and Abrams, like it has their stamps on it all over, but it was so good. No, it was great. 2012. I don't know if you've seen the movie I have on my list, but I want to hear yours first.
You could probably guess, maybe Django Unchained.
Yes.
So we already talked about it a little bit, but I think it's a top 3 Tarantino movie for me. It's like Pulp Fiction, I think, is number 1, and then I have like Kill Bill Volume 1 and Django Unchained in the 3. I don't know what the other order.
I think it's one of his best films. I think
it's such a good epic.
It's brutal. It's funny. It's just ridiculous in the best way possible.
Such a good like revenge tale. Like
great revenge film. And
all the bad guys get their comeuppance.
Yeah.
He no one does revenge like Tarantino.
No, not at all.
He really knows how to do it.
Although that is one of my favorites, I think this film that came out in 2012 just kind of has a stranglehold on me. It's The Place Beyond the Pines.
Yeah, okay, we've talked about it. I have not seen this
A lot
yet,
of people haven't. But
I know about it.
Really, really bothers me.
Yeah.
B, I will lend, like, whoever hasn't seen it, I will convince you as to why you should. It is Ryan Gosling.
I love Ryan Gosling.
Yeah,
he's like
Eva
probably
Mendes,
my favorite actor.
Mahershala Ali before he became
really
huge. Ray Liotta.
Oh man.
It's a tale of just Bradley Cooper, Rose Byrne.
Is Ryan Gosling's wife in that movie?
That's where they met.
What's her name?
Eva Mendes.
Eva Mendes, yes.
That's where they met.
I believe they met on, yeah.
It's just heartbreaking, but it's also Ben Middleton is in it. Mendelsohn?
Mendelsohn?
Mendelsohn,
Ben
sorry.
Mendelsohn.
Mendelsohn's
I love him. Yeah. I feel like he's an underrated actor.
It's just great. It's just such a good movie. To me, you look at Ryan Gosling, obviously the tattoos were fake and the personality, the look, it was completely different for him to do. And I was like, all right, he's coming off of Drive, so where he's kind of like a badass. So yeah, that's my choice for 2012.
Nice. Well, it's on my watch list. I'll have to watch it at some point.
2013.
So this is one of those just like fun movies. A movie that I'll always rewatch. I could watch this movie at any time. And it was also my introduction to Bong Joon-ho, and that is Snowpiercer.
Yes.
Really,
that's a great
Chris Evans, fun movie. Right? Chris Evans, yeah. Ed Harris, Ed Harris. Tilda Swinton,
yes,
who just kind of like really transformed into that character. Like she doesn't even really look like herself in that movie.
She does that a lot.
Yeah,
But-
I want to say I don't know if Snowpiercer was the first time she did that, but it was the first time for me where I noticed she did that.
Constantine, she kind of transformed.
Oh, okay. I
herself,
haven't seen
but-
Constantine,
yeah.
but yeah, like that was like a trend for her. Well, she'll do like these roles where she wears like a lot of makeup,
Yep.
or she just completely changes her appearance. And yeah, that's just a really kick-ass movie that takes place on a train. I honestly, I feel like a train is the best setting for an action sequence. It's my favorite setting for an action sequence. I just think it just really, it's because it's so fast paced, things are moving, and it's tight corridors. Like you don't have room to escape or something. Like I think it's just, give me a good action sequence on a train and I'll be happy. And that's pretty much the entirety of Snowpiercer. What's yours?
2013, Wolf of Wall Street.
A great pick.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is kind of a Film Bros pick too.
That is a big Film Bro movie,
especially when
but
it
it's
came
good.
out. Yeah,
Like the Film Bro label gives these films such a bad rap, but like they're kind of Film Bro for a reason because they're really entertaining movies.
And it's in which people talk about these certain movies that makes it Film Bro.
Yeah,
breaking it down, But that was I think the introduction to Margot Robbie.
Yeah,
Who's just amazing and most
skyrocketed
things she does,
her career.
She's
after
great. There's not really much, Leo's
such a funny movie.
It's
too.
so funny, a lot of fun. Jonah Hill's I
Hill-
don't want to say breakout role, but like a role. He did Moneyball, then he did this, and it's just like a role where you're like, wow, he's not just like the fat dude at the butt of every.
He's not
joke.
just the comedy guy.
Yeah,
like,
not the butt of every
he's
joke.
He's a good actor.
But yeah, it was. It's one of my favorites. So, 2014. Let me guess. Interstellar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, surprisingly, it almost wasn't Interstellar because
why?
You have two perfect movies this
Okay.
year, and I went back and forth on them, but at the end of the day, I had to go with my guy Nolan.
What was the second movie?
Whiplash. Whiplash is a perfect movie. Perfect ending. It has probably one of my favorite endings of all time.
I mean, Miles Teller's still riding high off of that film.
What Miles Teller, J.K.
terms of-
Simmons, best J.K. Simmons' best role I've seen. Like phenomenal. And that was like, well, I think a lot of was that Damien Chazelle's first movie?
No.
Or what did he?
No, it was because it was
Okay.
Whiplash was a short film at first,
Right. Yes.
and then he got it
And then
financed for this.
Yes, and man, I love that movie.
Yeah.
It's such a great movie, such an easy watch. Like I feel like anyone could watch it and
It's a
get
great
into
movie.
it. But Interstellar, man, last year they re-released it in IMAX for its 10th anniversary. And I did see that when it came out, I saw this in the theater with my dad. I never got to see it in IMAX though. I finally did last year, and man, it really just elevated the viewing experience for me.
Oh, I bet.
And I think when it came out, a lot of people had a lot of criticisms of it. I think because this was just after Dark Knight Rises, and before that it was Inception, which is like peak Nolan maybe for a lot of people. So I think a lot of people Interstellar maybe wasn't what they were expecting. So I did kind of get roped up into that into those conversations and that mentality of like, oh, okay, this movie's good, but it's not great. When I watched it again last year, I was like, no, this movie is great, and I think it might be what I would consider a perfect movie. There's really not anything I would change that I could think of. It's such a good movie about fatherhood and like, making a a world for your kids.
It's a young Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, Timothy Chalamet, which I forgot he was in that movie.
Ellen Bernstein as Matthew McConaughey's older, older.
Anne Hathaway.
Was Sebastian Stan wasn't it?
No, he wasn't.
I'm
Michael
thinking of something
Caine.
else. Yes.
Matt Damon. Surprise appearance from Matt Damon in that movie. Oh man, like it's such. And it's my favorite Hans Zimmer score.
Yes.
Interstellar. That is his best score, maybe even the best original score for any movie in history, in my opinion. I think it's my favorite.
Dark Knight for me would have to contend.
Dark Knight.
I know
is
it's Hans
good.
Zimmer, but
it's still Hans Zimmer. He's the best of the best.
Every time the Joker was about to appear on screen, you heard that.
Yeah.
String,
so good. But I saw Hans Zimmer in concert last
that
year
must have
too.
been amazing.
And he played Inception, and I believe it was. No, it wasn't the encore. Time from. Sorry, I'm mixing up Inception and Interstellar. He did the encore was Inception, the piece Time from the end of Inception, but he did also play Interstellar, and seeing that played live was amazing. What were you gonna say?
My 2014 selection is neither of them.
Okay.
Birdman.
Okay.
Or The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance. I just saw that in theater by myself.
Interesting.
Was kind of fascinated by the one take shot.
Really
That's
a
loved
good movie.
It. Really loved it. And now we're moving into the movies that came out the last 10 years, and you're going to see, I'm assuming, a theme between us, I think.
I think so. Let's see.
I want to see. But so you have that the mid to early 2000s, mid to late 2000s, where you have these artsy films. And I think Interstellar is like a piece of art, piece of work. Some people would say that's a film bro movie. I don't really. I think it's just a universally loved film.
Yeah, it is. It does. I think it is. It does get roped in with the film bros, but it's just a good movie. My best friend actually recently just watched it for the first time, and he texted me. He was like, "Bro, Interstellar, man, what a movie!"
Yeah,
I was like, "Yeah, I know, right?" Like,
should we?
It's amazing.
For sake of time, I don't know if you're hungry or not, or for sake of time, do you want to kind of go through 2015 to this year, like just you and then me, or do you want to keep going back and forth? I don't care. I could be up here.
I'm fine with taking the time,
right.
but
let's do it.
I do. I don't want this episode to be too long.
Yeah,
I do have to edit.
You do have to edit it. Yeah.
So I will refrain from talking a lot.
No. You're good. You're good
until I get to one particular movie, because it is in my 4 favorites on Letterboxd. So
shit. All right.
Yeah.
So 2015. What is yours?
Mad Max Fury Road.
I was okay. Not The Force Awakens.
No, bro. Look, I like The Force Awakens, but like, it really is just a repeat of A New Hope.
You're right.
And I'll be damned if I put any of those goddamn Star Wars sequels on my favorite movies list.
Out of that year, it was between Mad Max and Star Wars for me.
Okay.
I think I was just so hyped for Star Wars, and I felt like that movie, I really loved that movie. Yeah. Yes, it was identical to New Hope. But I just... I like John Boyega. Seeing Harrison Ford come back, it kind of got me. I think I got swept up in that shit.
That movie pains me to watch because it really does. It's such a good setup.
Yeah, and then
for a trilogy, and then they just completely waste all that potential. John Boyega, Finn, is such a good character in Force Awakens. He should have been the main character instead of Rey. He should have been the one. Like, imagine if a former stormtrooper turned Jedi.
That would be
like
badass.
That would have been the badass. But they wanted to go
Rey.
They wanted to go with the Rey route. Sorry. And she's already like good at everything. Yep. She wins her first ever lightsaber duel. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
like,
no,
at least have some struggle with the character. John Boyega. I love the fight between John Boyega and Kylo Ren, because I love that he like just gets his ass kicked.
Yes,
but he still had the courage. Like, he knew he was going to lose that fight, but he still had the courage to pick up that lightsaber and defend Rey, only to get his ass handed to him, nearly killed.
Yeah,
and such a good.
It is a good movie.
And then they just shit the bed with the rest of those. I'm like,
but Mad Max Fury Road was like.
It's a nonstop chase scene.
Yeah, and it's
beautiful action.
It's great. Tom Hardy, Charlize Theron, like Theron, like it's just badass.
So badass. Doesn't waste your time. No, just gets right into it. You're like, let's get right into the action.
Nicholas Hoult, very underrated.
Such
at
a good
that time.
Nicholas Hoult role.
What do you have for 2016?
Arrival. Because I had to think for a second. I was like, I wanted to make sure I'm not missing any other movie from 2016. But when I think about it,
Deadpool.
Okay, I do like Deadpool. It is a fun movie, but Arrival, man, from Denis Villeneuve.
Yeah.
What I will never, again, that's another one of those viewing experience. I will never forget watching that for the first time. Just the reveal at the end of that recontextualizes the whole movie, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
like it's so heartbreaking, but it's so brilliant.
And Amy
Like,
Adams and Jeremy Renner, just
Yeah.
that Amy Adams for sure. Jeremy Renner doesn't really pull my heartstrings. Maybe in Hurt Locker, but for both of them to be like, they played off of one another so well.
Yeah.
And it was just that constant state of like wondering what's happening, what's the reason behind this, and then like you said, that reveal was great. But
And I think this was my first time seeing a Denis Villeneuve film. I think this was my introduction to him. And I was like,
there's
wow.
Prisoners. I forgot what year Prisoners came out.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I saw Prisoners first. I think that was
forgot
that
what
was
year.
2014, I believe.
Fuck,
So
yeah,
2014
yeah.
was a great year.
Great
year for movies.
But really quickly, I don't really need to speak on Deadpool. I was just finally happy to see like a Deadpool, like a comic book movie,
Yes.
feel like a
They
comic book
finally
movie.
got him right.
And I felt like it was just fun from start
It was
to
such a
finish.
breath of fresh air at the time too, because
Yes.
that was when we were starting to get into the
Fatigue.
Marvel fatigue, where it's
Yeah.
like, all right, a lot of these are all like the same movie, and then in comes Deadpool, which is like totally just for adults.
Yes.
Totally not your typical superhero comic book movie. It's not a superhero movie.
No.
It's more of an anti-hero story, but wow, what a blast that movie was.
That was yeah, I mean, I remember seeing it in theaters and I was just like, I want all movies to be like this now.
Yeah.
2017.
Back-to-back Denis Villeneuve, 2017, I have Blade Runner, 2049. This is the movie I have to speak about because this is like one of my favorite movies of all time. This is a top 4 for me.
Wow.
This is a perfect movie. It's a slow burn movie. I know it's not a movie for everybody, but if you can get through the slower pacing, it is just so visually appealing. I think this is one of the only cases of like what I would call like, or not only cases, but probably the first case I've ever seen of perfect color grading.
Yes.
The colors in this movie are phenomenal, beautiful to look at. Ryan Gosling, great performance. This was my introduction to Ana de Armas.
Yep.
My celebrity crush. But there's this. So I have this thing. I think it's called a From FROM movie or a movie palette. I think there's 2 different companies that make these, but it's basically like this art piece. And it's made up of a bunch of vertical lines, and it's for movie lovers. You take a movie and you pretty much condense it into this rectangular piece.
I've seen things like
where
that. Yeah.
each line is a different color, and each line is like it represents each scene and the dominant color in that scene. And when I first heard about these things, I was like, I need one of Blade Runner, and so I have one hanging up in my room. It looks like a big barcode, but of different colors. But looking at that really just visualizes how great the colors are in this movie, because you do get a lot of variation.
I think the original Blade Runner was obviously it was filmed in the 80s. It was trying to kind of emulate that.
I love that movie too.
But this movie, was just beautiful. Like every frame, every like just every shot you could tell is perfectly curated to just be like, it's just beautiful. And Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford, it was just, I don't know.
Harrison Ford is so good in 2049.
Yeah.
And this really kicked off the trend of like legacy sequels, I think. Well, I think maybe it really started with Force Awakens, but Blade Runner 2049 is the best legacy sequel, as in like a sequel that was made like decades after the original, or where it's like this one you could tell it wasn't just made for nostalgia or cash grab purposes. Like Denis Villeneuve really had like a vision for this, and it's one of the rare cases that I would say the sequel is better than the original. I love
I think he was the right choice for this sequel too.
Oh yeah. And like seeing that, like when I heard Denis Villeneuve was tasked with directing Dune, I knew he was the right man for the job because of Blade Runner 2049. I was like, this guy, he knows how to make a visual masterpiece. So yeah, I love that movie.
2017 for me is It.
Okay. I like It Chapter 1.
Chapter 1.
Yeah.
It Chapter 1. I remember seeing the original when I was younger, and not really knowing much about Bill Skarsgård. I felt like it gave me the utmost confidence that this guy could be in whatever. Like, he could be the Joker. He could play a real son of a bitch.
Can you imagine him as the Joker?
No.
Oh.
I think he'd be phenomenal. I don't know if he would do it.
Yeah,
I
feel
really
like
wish he
wouldn't
would, but
because of Pennywise. It's kind of like the same thing.
But that movie that year was, for me, kind of just how they executed it and made it even made Pennywise even creepier. I was just kind of like they did it. I think it's Andy Muschietti.
Yeah,
I think he did a great job. So
yeah. That was a fun theater experience.
Yes.
I remember I went to see that with my friends.
Yeah, I saw it with my wife and her friend, and they were like pretty much yanking my arm out of my socket because they were scared.
Funny too.
Yes.
Like the kids are hilarious in that way. Finn
I don't
Wolfhard.
want any more placebos.
Yeah. It's like,
or
wait,
gazebos. No, I don't want any more gazebos.
Or when Finn Wolfhard says like, "Wait, can only virgins see this?"
Yeah.
Like, oh, I died.
Yeah.
Like, and he was like, he was riding off the tail of Stranger Things.
Yeah,
like this was when it was like, oh, all of those
kids were great. Yeah,
great.
Yeah, no, they were awesome. So, 2018, we might have the same one.
Okay,
maybe not.
Maybe not.
Infinity War.
No.
Okay.
Okay. I went with another comic book movie. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
That's another one. Again, kind of piggyback off Blade Runner 2049. It's just it's a visual masterpiece. That was like Into the Spider-Verse was like the first of its kind with that type of animation. And so many other animation studios have since tried to copy that. It's like you see so many of these Spider-Verse animated movies. And Spider-Verse was really the first to do that because this was right when we were, I've been getting kind of tired of the same 3D animation over and over, like the kind of Pixar style. I've been, at this point, I think a lot of people were just itching for like something different because with animation, you could do anything really. Yeah. And that is no better represented than Into the both Spider-Verse
I agree.
movies.
Oh, both of them are it felt comic booky with how like they would split the frame. It felt like
the different animation styles for each character.
The different animation styles. It felt like very like maybe I'm wrong here. It felt like they were trying to replicate kind of like street graffiti art in New York City with that, which kind of makes sense because it is based in the city. But no, that's a great choice.
And anyone who says like animation is just for kids, like animation will never be as good as live action.
My dad
Shut
said
your
it.
mouth.
Yeah, my dad said that the other day. I'm like,
Spider-Verse would be so much worse if they did it in live action.
I agree.
You could not replicate that.
No, the colors, the movements, the fight scenes, you couldn't.
It's amazing.
There's not much for me to really say on Infinity War. I think it swept the fucking nation when it came out.
It was a cultural phenomenon.
We had no idea like what was about to happen. Yeah. Did not really know what was going to be post Infinity War.
Juggling all these characters into one movie and it actually pulling it off and working. Like great. You have so many like main characters. It's so easy for that movie to feel like too packed. Yeah, and it didn't. Too much. And it didn't.
I think they did a great job at I think they did a great job at balancing all of them. Yeah.
Amazing. Great villain. Such a really badass villain.
So 2019, let's say it together.
We might have the same one.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Good. Yep. That's really good Tarantino movie. Honestly, some people are like, oh, there's not much of a story. Like I've seen people complain about it. Like, there's no story to it. It's just a bunch of stuff. But I'm like, that's fine. If you just view it as like a comedy, then it really is an enjoyable watch.
But also,
it's a slice of life.
Tarantino said it's his love letter to that time to that time in his life when he was living there.
And what a great
first of all, the birth of the birth of a lot of the people's like in that movie, like Sydney Sweeney, Austin Butler, Margaret Qualley.
So many people who were like nobodies in that movie went on to become big stars.
Huge stars.
Like, that movie really
I think.
What's her name from Anora? Mikey
Mikey
Madison.
Yeah, I mean
her too.
Did Austin Butler win an Oscar for Elvis?
No, he won a Golden Globe.
All right, so
Brendan Fraser won.
So you have
that year
an Oscar award winner, a Golden Globe winner. You know, Sydney Sweeney. There's really not much to. Maya Hawke is in it.
I was gonna say Maya Hawke's in it. Like so many people that are like known names now.
I will tell you when I first saw it when it came out, and I was kind of like, okay. Like that's it. All right. Like really? I in theaters I saw it. I was like, all right. Then I went back again, and I went without people, because I think everyone I went with was kind of like, what was that? And I wasn't like, I don't know. Like I need to digest it more.
It's one of those like what the fuck endings.
Yeah.
But I loved it. It's such a good ending.
But I came out of that movie being like, Leonardo DiCaprio needs to do more comedies.
Yes, he's hilarious. In that movie.
Yeah, but Brad Pitt too. Like, no, your name is something dumber than that. When he's on like that with the acid cigarette. And he's
I'm so excited for the Cliff Booth.
Yes, me too. With David Fincher.
David Fincher.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So I'm excited
I cannot wait
about
to
that.
see that.
But that was the last movie I saw before like the world changed, right? And it was a great that year. And I think 1917 came out the same year.
Yes,
I think
and Joker.
So like, I think
Joker
seeing all those movies.
Last...
Yeah, it was.
No. I will actually no.
Was Joker 2018?
No, Joker was 2019. That was probably one of the last movies I saw that year. But the last movie saw before COVID was the Birds of Prey movie with, Harley Quinn. Yeah.
So now we get into 2020, the 2020 to now.
This was a tough year.
That was a tough year.
What the fuck came out in 2020?
What was yours?
This one, because I had to remind myself that this came out in 2020 because I actually really like this movie and I love this man's work. Even though I didn't really, not a lot of it is on my list, but Charlie Kaufman, he directed a movie that came out in 2020 called I'm Thinking of Ending Things.
Yes, with Jesse Plemons.
With Jesse Plemons and Jesse Buckley.
Yes.
Is the
I remember when that came out, I was like, wow.
Toni Collette is in it.
Yeah. No, that was a really weird year. And I kind of went through the same thing with you. Like that you went through. I was like, what came out? And I looked.
I was like, oh wait, was Tenet.
Yeah.
Tenet. I was like, oh.
And I remember watching Tenet, being like, I understand it completely. Then watching a video on explaining it, I was like, I understood none of it.
Yeah.
But my choice was called The Devil All the Time.
Oh,
Robert Pattinson,
really love
Tom.
That movie. That came out in 2020.
Yep. Tom.
Fuck.
Why am I drawing?
Maybe I might. I'm not gonna change. I might change my pick. I don't know. I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, I forgot. That
was
movie
great.
Came out that
Jason
year.
Clarke, Riley Keough.
I love that movie. I think that's such.
Why am I drawing a blank on Spider-Man's name? Tom Holland.
But I think that's Tom Holland's best movie.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. Robert Pattinson was amazing in that too.
His like accent.
Delusions. Like I got that clip saved for me. Delusions, where he's just screaming. Yeah.
You got Sebastian Stan.
Yes. Yeah. It was just great. It was great.
Yeah. I'll keep my selection because I really do love the. I'm Thinking of Ending Things is one of those movies that you watch. You need like multiple rewatches
to see
or a watch and like maybe a little bit of an explained video because it's so experimental.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's once you figure out what the true story behind it all is, it's honestly really interesting.
Yeah.
It's very done.
It is a great film. 2021.
This is a tough one too, and honestly, I might get some heat for this.
From who? Me?
From anybody in the world, but
I'm gonna go.
You go first.
Spider-Man: No Way Home.
Okay, that's a good movie.
It was another year where I felt like it was kind of like, what the hell does it have to offer?
Yeah,
but it was still good. I still really enjoyed it.
Spider-Man: No Way Home. It was a great theater experience.
Yeah.
but if you like try rewatching it at
It's
home,
tough, yeah.
It's like watching a sitcom without the laugh track.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
there are pauses in that movie that are meant for when people clap in the theater.
Oh, definitely.
Like when Andrew Garfield first shows up in that movie, there's like silence. There's like a 3-second
meant for
pause.
that, yeah.
It's like, oh, this is because people are going to be clapping in the theater.
But
So,
I am a huge fan of Spider-Man.
it's good.
I think
fan
as I'm getting
service.
older, I'm realizing like, man, I really do love Spider-Man. Like I love Batman and like the world. And so I love their world. So I think it was just it was a great calling card to people who've been watching Spider-Man in film since Tobey Maguire.
And Willem Dafoe was so.
He was. I mean, when is he
was
not
so much.
though?
I think he was even. He might have even been better than he was.
I think
in
Jamie Foxx was good
first.
too.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx
Like,
was
I
good.
think they were really
all
good.
But like, oh man, Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin was so like, he's just so evil in that movie. So and I will say this: No Way Home was the first movie that really made me feel like it was the first movie where Tom Holland's Spider-Man really felt like Spider-Man.
Yes.
I love the ending of that movie.
Yeah.
And it makes me excited for this next one because I'm like, I really did not like how they handled Tom Holland's Spider-Man in the MCU, where he was pretty much very much attached to Tony Stark.
Yeah, a dipshit kid kind of.
Yeah, and he really comes into his own by the end of No Way Home. So I will say that.
What's your choice?
My 2021 is Zack Snyder's Justice League. The Snyder Cut, baby. I was one of those people.
Why? No, I didn't mind it. I really didn't mind it.
Now look, say what you want about Zack Snyder. I know I was not a fan of Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
But I also was not a fan of Joss Whedon's cut of Justice League. I hated that movie. And the more I found out about all the stuff they cut and changed about that movie, the more it pissed me off. And I'm not going to get into all of it, but the whole behind the scenes stuff of what they did to Zack Snyder
Was bullshit.
was complete bullshit. He got fucked over by the people at Warner Brothers, or whoever, the heads at DC,
While he was going through a lot of traumatic
while he was going
shit.
through a really a huge tragedy, something that like no father should ever have to deal with.
No.
And they took advantage of that and used that to push him out of the movie and replace him with Joss Whedon because they were so worried about how this movie was
But I
gonna
do
turn out.
love that like the actor who played Cyborg like had Zack Snyder's back. A lot of people had Zack Snyder's
they
back.
all did. I mean, there was one point where they all posted on Twitter like hashtag release the Snyder Cut. Like
Yes.
Ben Affleck,
Yeah.
Gal Gadot, Jason Momoa, like they all had his back. They all loved him.
Release the Snyder Cut.
Kal-El, no. Oh my god, that's a whole nother discussion. But
Yeah.
in it really was like a perfect storm. Like and I kind of bought into the release the Snyder Cut movie. I'm like, they really should release this movie. They just
I wish they released it as it was intended.
Yeah.
Which I thought maybe I'm the only one making it up. I thought it was gonna be a 4-part series.
No. They
never
talked
was?
about it.
All right.
And that's not, but it was always intended to be a movie.
Okay.
As one
a
thing.
4-hour cut.
I don't know if it was always intended to be 4 hours, but when they told Zach, it was a
long-ass
perfect
movie.
storm because
Yeah.
this was linked with the release of HBO Max, the launch of HBO Max.
Yes,
and it was COVID. They had nothing to put on this fucking streaming service. So they're like, we have all this footage for this movie that we cut out. We basically have a
watch.
We basically have a movie on the cutting room floor, a brand new movie.
Yeah.
That when you watch it, it's completely different from the theatrical version, and it's so much better.
Yeah.
Even though it is 4 hours long, I think because they pretty much let Zack Snyder do whatever he wanted for that movie. So that's why I think he pretty much just didn't cut anything out of the movie.
Yeah.
If it was theatrically released, I could see them maybe cutting it down to 3 hours. I don't think it ever would have released with 4 hours,
No.
but considering that it's a streaming release, people are going to be home anyway. They could always pause.
They could just watch it in
which is what I
parts.
did.
Yeah.
And there's even like time stamps.
Yes.
It's like little flags in the timeline, and it's released and they broke it up into like parts so you can easily digest it if you want to, watch it one part at a time. But yeah, and I just see that movie as like a huge win for filmmakers. Like this guy, he got fucked over by the Hollywood system.
Yeah.
And through fan backlash and people, speaking out about it, he finally got to it's like his baby. He finally got his baby released.
Yes, he did.
And they got to finish the movie the way he wanted to make it. And I honestly really enjoyed it. I think it's a really good. I mean, that scene where Barry Allen goes back in time.
Oh, it's
saves
great.
that's such an epic scene. And they cut it out of the theatrical version. Like, how can you do that? They also like cut out all of Cyborg's, like his whole character arc. His whole story is gone. Like, comparing those two movies is such a good, like, it's such a good study of like how editing and reshoots, you could really just completely change a movie.
everything.
So yeah, that's what I have for 2021.
Nice. I'm gonna run through my 22 to 25 because I had a
We
meeting.
got-
I had a
go.
meeting. I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah.
So 2022, Top Gun Maverick.
Great movie.
What about you?
The Batman.
Okay.
And I think it's my favorite Batman movie.
right.
Robert Pattinson's the best live action Batman, in my opinion. Yeah.
Over Christian Bale.
Yep.
Ben Affleck.
Yep.
Wow. 2023 is Godzilla -1.
Really?
I love that movie.
That's a great movie.
It is a drama. Like, it is a full, like, you take Godzilla out of that movie, it is a full-fledged, the way it's scored, shot, it's a drama. Oh, and just so happens to have Godzilla there, and the budget was like, I think under 30 million.
Probably, yeah.
And it was great.
And they were able to get it done. So what the fuck are we doing in Hollywood?
Yeah,
like, come on.
What's
Oppenheimer. It's a perfect film. That's like, I gave it 5 stars on Letterboxd. Like,
you and Nick are
flaw.
the same person.
Really?
Yeah, Nick loves Nick. I feel like Nick was doing dissertations all over the place about this is a perfect movie.
It's a perfect movie.
Yeah, no, it was great.
I love Oppenheimer.
The lead up to them, like, testing out and doing the bomb.
Yeah.
It was such a crazy lead up. Like, and then you had Josh Peck out of all people.
Yeah, Josh Peck. All these Roderick from Dr. Wimpy Kid.
Yeah.
I honestly think the stuff after the bomb might be. I think I'm like the stuff after the bomb even better.
Yeah.
After they finally finished the bomb, the whole character assassination.
Downey
that they did
Jr. was amazing.
Oh my God, Robert Downey Jr. is so good, and just it's another example of a perfect ending. The last
films.
line in that movie with Cillian Murphy, and he's talking to Einstein. It's such a good ending. Oh,
it was great. Last year, for me, it was Nosferatu.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. What's yours?
Dune Part 2.
Yeah. No, that was
another Denis Villeneuve.
I was toying with that, but Nosferatu, I know why people had their reservations with it, but Bill Skarsgård once again crushing it. Lily Rose Depp was extremely it was extremely shocking to me how good she did.
Yeah.
In that film.
She's good.
And it just makes me excited for Robert Eggers' next few films to come out. I think Werewolf, A Christmas Carol.
Oh my God, Christmas Carol. That's with Willem Dafoe, right?
Yeah, so
that's gonna be a great movie.
I'm just ready for it.
That's going to be a great movie.
So yours was Doom Part 2, which...
Another perfect movie.
Austin Butler was phenomenal in it.
So good.
Timothy Chalamet.
The whole cast is good.
Rebecca Ferguson, I think she needs to get more love. She was in Dr. Sleep. She's been in the first two
She's one of the
Dooms.
best parts of the Mission Impossible movies.
But last Doom Part 2, she was great. And that great meme. What does Javier Bardem call him?
Lisan Al Gaib. Lisan Al Gaib. Oh my God, those memes are so funny. But it's so true. Like, it's such a good epic story. Like,
yes,
we very rarely get these epic movies that truly feel epic
and that have a great story with
it. This is just sci-fi at its peak.
Yep.
And Denis Villeneuve at his peak. I think. And Hans Zimmer with the great score.
Yeah.
Oh my God, just all these great
the opening
artists
shot is like
coming together.
Like painting up on a mountain, and the sand is just so orange.
Yeah,
and I think Robert Pattinson's in the third one. Is in the third one.
Robert Pattinson, yes.
And he was saying, he's like, it was so hot out there. I was just telling Denny, whatever you think I'll do, I'll just do. Like, he was just so hot.
Let's just get it done.
I know this year's not over yet, but do you have a favorite of this year?
Right now, I have Sinners, just because I think it's so well made.
Yeah.
But I also recently just saw The Running Man, the new Edgar Wright film with Glenn Powell. I'm a sucker for movies about death games, like Hunger Games. Yep. We had The Long Walk earlier back in September. Loved that movie. I just love movies where people have to play a game where they could die. Like, I think that's such a fun concept.
Yeah.
So, and that movie, The Running Man, like it stands for everything that I believe in, like in terms of how I see the world right now and what's wrong with it, and how media and corporations pretty much like kind of control the way we think and stuff. Like it's such a relevant story right now that I feel like that movie was just like perfectly made for me. I know it didn't do well at the box office. I know not everyone's
still really new.
Yeah,
you know?
not everyone's loving it, but I love it, and I think it has some really great action in it too. What about you?
I'm kind of torn between Sinners. I watched Sinners a little bit later. I was only able to check it out when it hit streaming because my kid was born when it came out in theaters, so I didn't really have a chance to do it.
Right.
So I'm kind of catching up on a lot of these movies. It was a slow burn for sure, but over the weekend I watched Caught Stealing. And
Another great film.
That might be my favorite this year, strictly for, a lot of people say what you want about Austin Butler. I haven't really seen a bad performance from him in the last 6 years, 5 years.
Great actor. Really good.
Just the storytelling, how it really, I feel like after the first 10 minutes, it was non-stop action. And there were certain twists,
love a movie
and there
like
were
that.
certain things that you weren't expecting. And I love that it was based in 1998 in the city.
It felt like such a 90s movie too.
It did.
Like,
it did.
You could see this coming out.
Yes, in the 90s. It felt that way. Because even like I'm rewatching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because my daughter loves them. And a lot of the shots, you see the Twin Towers in there. And that was 1990, 1991.
I love how
in this movie, they had a lot of Twin Tower shots in there.
I love how the Twin Towers has become a signifier now that your movie takes place in the past.
Yes, yeah.
Like so many movies use that.
Well,
as
Friends,
a way
if you
that
watch
just-
Friends, some of their
Yeah.
opening shots are like, okay, well, yeah, that was clearly before.
Yeah.
Because Friends was on from 94 to 2004.
But even like movies that come out now or movies that came out after 9/11, as soon as you show the Twin Towers,
You're
you're like,
it's
okay,
at
this
least
is at
25
least
years
before-
ago.
Yeah, this is at least before 2000.
Yeah, it was at least 24
Yeah.
years ago. So I appreciate you doing this, you coming up with this list
of
and
course.
doing it.
This was fun.
I know we
And
rushed it a little bit at the end, but
I mentioned this earlier. I just want to round it off really quick right now. The number of filmmakers that were repeated in my list and how many times they were repeated. So first is Nolan with 6 films. I have 6 Nolan films throughout
in your
all the
25 years of life.
In my 25 years of life, 6 of his films have been my favorite of that year.
All right.
Tarantino has 4.
Okay.
Denis Villeneuve has 3. And then I have Charlie Kaufman with 2 because I'm counting Eternal Sunshine
Yes.
as a Charlie Kaufman film. So I have that, and I'm thinking of
So
Ending
3
Things.
directors for more than half your life you love.
Yeah,
That's wild.
yeah, isn't that wow?
There's some
crazy.
trends I saw here. Like I had Leonardo DiCaprio, a film with Leo in it, appeared 3 times.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling. I think he's
Ryan
one of my
Gosling
favorite.
appeared
I think
twice,
He's
yeah.
twice for me.
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson has recently, I think, become my new favorite actor. I think I only have one of his films in my list, and
which
that's
is the Batman. Yeah. Which I'm excited to see.
But if I put Devil All the Time for 21,
Yeah.
then he would, or 2020, then
yeah,
he would be on.
Well,
that
he
too.
apparently has a lot of stuff coming out in the next few years. They said. I think.
Oh
he
yeah,
just keeps
yeah. That
working
guy's he's working
He's just
hard.
working on
nonstop.
films back to back to
I
back.
just saw a film of his last night, Die My Love,
with Jennifer Lawrence.
with Jennifer Lawrence.
How was it?
It was decent. It was good. It's very experimental.
Okay.
Actually,
Because they're doing a lot of press with it.
very similar to that movie Mother, which also had Jennifer Lawrence in it.
Yeah.
It's there's a lot of similar vibes to it, I think. But it wasn't bad. I liked it. It was an interesting viewing experience.
wanna
I didn't
check it.
fully understand it.
I love
but it
both
was
of them,
good.
so I want to check that out. So,
Yeah, he's just great in
Yeah.
everything.
but I appreciate you coming on today. And
I appreciate Michael Herklotz for giving me
Yes.
this
I
personally.
smoked the Las Calaveras 2025. I mean, I loved it. I smoked it down almost to the nub.
Yeah, and actually, I don't even think I said the name of this. Timeless Supreme.
Yeah, it was great.
Really good.
How about, in the comments,
Yes.
drop some movies that, however old you are, some of your favorite movies down there.
Give us your list.
Which list you liked better? I know mine had an advantage of having 12 more movies on it because I'm old.
Unk status.
Unk status. But yeah, we appreciate you guys watching. Like I said, throughout December, we're going to be doing a lot of the top 25 cigars of this year. So we're excited to do that. But
really
I
gotta
appreciate
pee
you
right now.
coming on. And yeah, man. Till next time, this is Long Ash Podcast.
Yep.